was thinking, man, to be honest.
So here's the thing, when you don't have money to pay for something and somebody does not want to give it to you for free, that doesn't mean you get to steal it. That's a crime. Nobody owes you water. Nobody owes you a soda. And all right, court is calling 2024 CR 011037 State versus Francisco Yanez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Edelman.
Valentina Coker on behalf of Mr. Yanis.
And are you Mr. Yanez? Counsel, have you received all of the discovery? And did you review it with your client? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case? Mr. Yanez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Yanez, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest, detention with previous conviction? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe he is and he was.
Mr. Yanez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
Oh, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am. I was born and raised here in San Antonio.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed under 1244 at 118 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's a $1,000 fine and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Should be contained in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Your Honor.
No objections.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Thank you.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, just if the court would follow the plea bargain agreement.
All right, why did you do this? Why did you go into WhataBurger, take a cup,
Oh, I didn't
not
have.
pay?
I didn't have no. I asked the cashier. I asked the cashier employee if she could help me out, if she could give me a cup of water, but she told me that they don't give out no cups of water, that I had to purchase a drink, and I have no money.
So why
So-
do you think that translate into you can just take it?
I don't know. I really don't know what I was thinking, man, to be honest.
So here's the thing, when you don't have money to pay for something and somebody does not want to give it to you for free, that doesn't mean you get to steal it. That's a crime. Nobody owes you water. Nobody owes you a soda. And according to this, you took the cup and then
I-
went and got soda.
Accidentally reached over the counter and grabbed this styrofoam.
No, you didn't
cup.
accidentally reach over. You reached over the counter and you took the cup. If you want to get water and somebody doesn't want to give it to you for free, you got to get a job and pay for your own water. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 118 days in the Bear County Jail. Under 1244, give you credit for any time served. There's $1,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's to be no contact with the WhataBurger at 412 East Commerce Street, San Antonio, Texas 78205. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. So why don't you have employment?
I was working on a table, ma'am, to be honest.
Working where?
Yard service. I know a guy that does yard service. I usually just go with him in the morning and go do yard service with his clients.
Well, I mean,
And
why don't you have
I
a,
just got I was getting assistance from him for hope from the resource center. They helped me get my state ID, which was mailed at my aunt and uncle's address, 8603 Standing Bear. So my right now my state ID is over at my aunt and uncle's address.
but no, so you're still not
Social
answering
Security.
the question. My question is, why don't you have regular employment?
Because I was getting I was in the process of getting my state ID.
Why don't you have an ID?
I ended up losing it, or it got stolen. And my social security should be my property. So for right now, I got my state ID and my aunt's house, and my social security is in my property.
And where's your family? Your
Uh,
mom, your dad?
my mom was never there.
So was Child Protective Services involved?
I was really my father raising us, raising me, my brothers, and my aunt and uncle. That's really my only supportive system. My aunt and uncle and my father.
So how are you going to stop from being back here again? Because if you don't get your life in order, you're going to end up back here, and this is a felony conviction now. You understand? So what are your plans?
I mean, I really should have just gone ahead for hope, and I shouldn't have done what I did over there.
No, I understand that, but
Gone
now,
ahead, like if I need food or I need somewhere to stay, I should have just gone ahead for hope. And if I would have just gone ahead for hope, none of this would have happened.
well, I mean, none of this would happen
I
if
would have been
you,
able to avoid all
how far
this.
did you go to school? How far
I
did you go to school?
graduated high school.
All right, so what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
I usually just find employment or work under the table, ma'am.
Well, here's the thing, working under the table is not good, because working under the table means that you're not paying taxes. And when you're not paying taxes, at some point in time, the government is going to catch up with you. So the reason why I'm asking you all these questions is because you've got to start thinking about what you want to do with the rest of your life. Because if you don't watch out, you're going to turn around, half your life is going to be over, and it's going to be at the Bear County Jail or at somebody's prison. Do you understand? And what's with your neck?
Hmm.
What happened to your neck?
Nothing.
Why is it all red? Isn't it?
His discretion. So
All right. Is there an issue at the jail? Why are you scratching your neck until it turns
I
red?
was just popping my neck like that.
Okay. All right. If you have mental health issues or anything else that's going on,
Mental health.
all right. So if you talk to them at the jail, they will get you in touch with somebody who can help you. All right. Deputy Laura, could you make sure there's a notation that he's suffering from mental health issues? There was no concern on your part that he was competent? All right, just so the jail will know. All right, good luck to you.
I should be released there, right?
Probably at midnight or 1 a.m. You're welcome.
Holiday stretches.
All right, you too.